Welcome to the Team Sauce podcast, where we talk all things football. Today I'm joined with Antony, Robbie, and you guys know me, Jason. I mean, I'm assuming you guys know me if you watched the previous episodes. But whether or not you know me, welcome. We're gonna talk about this week in the Premier League. To kick things off, we have some breaking news. Today, Scott Parker got sacked following his 9-0 defeat from Liverpool. It's only, 4 games in the season. He has 1 win, 3 losses. To me, that's not crazy, right? So I feel like there's an issue here. What do you guys think? Robbie and Anthony. Yeah.
All right. Well, with the Scott Parker situation, it's kind of unfair to him at one point. But I have to look. Even though I don't know much info on Burnham themselves, but I have to look at it and see if it's coming from maybe prior discussion, maybe him not getting the transfers he needs before the Premier League season. I'm not sure how the results were in the ending of championship season last season, even though he got promoted. I'm not sure how their performance because I didn't watch many.
Right.
But I think the owners are really looking towards the future to see because they're saying that they don't want to be a yo-yo team. I'm saying it from their perspective. They don't want to be a yo-yo team where they drop out of the Prem and they done a championship again and then come up but more stay in the Prem.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think they're looking at the a long view on it to say that all right, he is apart based on what's happening, he's not the man to take us maybe where they want to be. Maybe they're looking at a Europa League spot eventually. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're looking at, but they're not, to me, in that makes sense, they're not giving him the money he needs to make the signings so that he can, get his philosophy going. I think it's a rash decision, but I think it's based off of those points. So
yeah. And I want to say, honestly, I think it's too early to make any of those judgments. Like, you don't know where you're going to finish in the league after 4 games. You can't even make an educated guess unless you're, a top club who rolled the first 4 games. Like, you can't really make any. And even then, like, anything can happen after winter. Like, it's just too early, in my view. Now, obviously, I'm not a follower of Bournemouth. I just thought I'd bring that up because I personally think there's like a sack culture in the Premier League, and like managers are really like tiptoeing with these clubs because you can lose your job at an instant. After, like, I get it, a 9-0 is a big defeat, but like, come on, it's 4 games in. But anyways, we have some more transfer news, particularly with Manchester United. Go ahead.
I'm talking about Scott, bro.
Oh, okay.
Nah, but honestly, bro, like, it's crazy. And the reason why I say it's crazy is because it's 4 games into the season.
Yep. And
they played 3 of the top 6 teams, right?
Yeah.
They played City, Pool, and Arsenal, right? Mm-hmm. Bro, City, Pool, and Arsenal. Like, ridiculous. Come on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
After 4 games, they're going to sack a manager. Zine, I don't care how humiliating the results were, bro. Like, it's just 4 games. How did the first match?
They won their first game. 2-0. Yeah. Yep.
You're right, Jason, about this sack culture, bro. Because even Klopp said it too. Like, in surprise to hear that. Like, after him I say, him never want to humiliate them like that. But him surprised to say them suck.
Same.
And no, honestly, I watched the highlights and it Liverpool was good, bro. Like they played some good football. Some of the goals came from outside of the box, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it wasn't a case where Bournemouth just like was just totally lost in the game, bro. Like
Right.
it was just a very, very good performance from Liverpool, and we know Liverpool and City and their day, they will score a lot of goals. So I think, I mean, like I'm not even sure if he even got like a warning like after the first defeat or anything like that. But come on, bro, you got 3 points from a possible 12.
Yeah,
I mean, and you played 3 of the top 6 teams, bro. Come on, bro.
You know, for most teams,
happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And for a newly promoted team, you're not going to expect these players to do. And that's a sad thing about this, bro. Like the man got them up, right, from the championship.
Yep. Which is not easy. Not easy.
It's not easy just to get stuck after 4 games. That is crazy, bro. Like that is crazy.
There's something going on there. Yeah, there's definitely something going on there. I feel like, as you mentioned, like for most teams of that level, and I'm not trying to put down Bournemouth, but like most teams at that level, like 3 points from a possible 12, having faced City, Arsenal, Liverpool, most teams would call that a dub. You know what I mean? At least a good start, because that could have been different. You know, you could have lost against Aston Villa, or drew against Aston Villa, but they won. They won their first game, and then they proceeded to play 3 of the biggest teams in the league. So, like, to sack the man,
those teams.
To sack the man after 4 games is just, I feel like there has to be something going on behind the scenes. Anyways, we have some more transfer stuff to talk about, particularly with your team. You guys are making some good deals, some good last minute deals. Anthony.
Get them in.
All right. So you guys signed 2 Brazilians, high-profile Brazilians, Casemiro and Antony. Now, what do you guys think this is gonna do for Manchester United at this very moment, right now? Thinking your first couple of fixtures in the following weeks.
Yo, honestly, I love the signings. I don't love the price tags, but I love the signings. Because we are now attacking areas that we do need the strength. In midfield, defensive midfielder, we've been crying for that for like since Alex Ferguson. It's been the last proper defensive midfielder we had was Matic, and yeah, he was the only one. If he's not playing, who was there to fill in? Scott? Nah. So really happy that we got Casemiro. To me, he's one of the best defensive midfielder in football right now. And yeah, happy with that signing. I think it will help us in the midfield department. The Antony, I love that too, because I personally think we needed a left-footed right wing, being that Mason is we know Mason's situation and thing. So yeah, I think he's going to fit right into the team, right on that right side. It's just right now the conundrum is who is going to play on the left. And I mean, and all this transfer news and rumors surrounding Cristiano, who is going to play the strike. And I mean, because I see we saw where Ten Hag used Rashford at number 9. And I mean, I know that Cristiano might leave. Is he going to use Rashford down the middle or Martial? Because I know that Sancho is not one of those players that he's going to leave on the bench. You know what I mean? So. And of course, Elanga is not going to start. So it's just, right now, that's the conundrum. Love the signings, bro. Like, I do think we need a couple more in. I think we're signing a keeper and loan Dubravka. Love that. Right. We do need a right back if we're going to sell Wan-Bissaka. So I'm really watching it. I think it's going to be a crazy 3.
Yeah, Thursday's the deadline. Yeah, I feel like that obviously I'm a City fan, but I feel like those were 2 very, very good signings for you guys. I feel like Casemiro especially is gonna solidify that midfield. Because I feel like that's your biggest. That was your biggest weakness. Just the link up play between attack and defense, and like transitions. Like I feel like Manchester United transitions. Like it's like whack the ball to Rashford. Hopefully he can take someone on and put a goal in. Like I feel you guys need more link up play, more passing to the middle, and having somebody that can make sure there are fewer turnovers or you guys are keeping the ball and not losing the ball is gonna help with that. You mentioned Ronaldo. I was listening into some news this morning that Ronaldo's agent is currently seeking a club for him, but it sounds like nobody really wants to sign Ronaldo at this time.
I hear he's in talks with Napoli. I don't
Napoli.
know how true it is. Sporting and Napoli are the two teams he's been linked with right now.
Right.
Honestly, bro, like
Sporting makes sense.
I hate that is so late right now into the window because I mean the guy wanted to leave and nobody came for him. So it's just unfortunate that he might leave now. You know what I mean? As the window is about to close, and then
Right.
we have to do a little bit of panic buying right now to get a striker in. Even though we should have been looking at centre forward options before the season started. So I'm hoping that we have a list of centre forwards that can replace Ronaldo, because I'm kind of leaning more to the fact that to the possibility or the probability that he will leave. You know what I mean? But if he doesn't, I don't know. Man.
He's stuck with a £500,000 a week player. That just makes no sense. That's not starting. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy season. I would personally want him to leave just to get. We know how Ronaldo is when he doesn't get his way. And I mean, we don't honestly, bro. We don't need that. We don't need that kind of personality right now in the dressing room, bro. You know what I mean? I think he's not really portraying a leadership personality right now, a leadership character, but more so of like, like want to leave, like, you know what I mean? So we don't really want that disharmony like amongst the teammates. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Robbie, any hot takes before we change topics?
Yeah, basically Neil said majority of everything really. And as I said, I'm excited about the signings. I wasn't worried, like I've been saying all transfer window. I ain't worried. I'm still pissed that we wasted a transfer window on I'm calling Nigel De Jong. That De Jong youth.
Frankie De Jong.
Yeah, that Frankie De Jong youth. Nah, he pissed me off, man. I forgot his name, bro. So I'm happy that we have a left-footed right winger, which me and Neil always thought was we need one, because Greenwood, Mason Greenwood having issues. Hopefully those are fixed. Grateful for that defensive midfielder can plug a gap here for another 3 years or so. And Casemiro, world class, no doubt. And also, as Neil said, the striker option. Yeah. I think he's running with the whole Rashford down the middle for now, until we find out what's happening with Ronaldo, if he's staying, if he's going. Yeah, as mentioned, I'm seeing him linking with Napoli. Not sure how that's going, because I haven't really read much. I think it died down a little bit, not sure. But Martial very injury prone, so I think we should try at least getting someone, even on loan, something to plug a gap somewhere. I don't know if that's going to be possible in one day or a day and some hours, but we need an option there, because Sancho can't be dropped right now. He belongs on the left where he plays his best football. So, yeah, but otherwise, we really want Bissaka to stay, because as I've read, we don't have enough time in actually rectifying that right back split.
I was just about to mention that, like, you guys did All right. Happy for the signings. You know, it's going to make the rivalry more interesting. But you guys did do very bad business this transfer season. When you do, like, I feel like you guys spent way too much money on Antony. Now, hear me out. He's a good signing. I know he's a great player. But, like, the fact that you guys waited this long, really put a premium on his price tag because you know you're desperate. You come off as desperate, and like if there's a club that's smaller than you know, and you sound desperate, you're gonna pay a lot of money for their player. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like you guys could have signed him 65 easily if you guys did early business in the summer.
So to pick up in right there. So honestly, the Antony signing is not our fault. Like from the moment Ten Hag joined, he wanted that Antony was actually top of his, well, probably the second player on his list behind Frankie.
Right.
So what really happened is that Ajax didn't want to sell Antony. The new manager wanted Antony in the club, which is a lot of stuff that happened like for the past 3-4 days with Antony and the club. Like he didn't go to training, out in the media, like because what he's saying is that he had an agreement with Ajax for a 2-year deal, and at the end of the second year, he will take the next step in his career.
Right.
And Manchester United was the team that he wanted to go, like since Eric Ten Hag departure. But Ajax was trying to hold on to him. So Antony was kind of, you know what I mean? He's upset about the whole situation.
It's kind of a push.
I don't think it's us really, Jason. I think it's more Ajax right now, who, you know, they didn't want to sell the player. The player wanted to leave. The player told the media that, they're getting the fee. The first bid that we made was where Antony got upset. Like, they made a good offer for me and you guys didn't accept it. Like, what's going on? Blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So I don't think it was us that waited too long. It was more Ajax who didn't want it to sell the player, and then we ended up paying that fee.
Right. So probably just like reverse tactics. You know, if we hold out, they're gonna have to pay us what we want either way. So
they kind of wanted him to stay. They were hoping that he would stay, but it got really bad because he was like, I'm not playing any more games. I'm not coming to any training. I'm not doing anything until you guys accept the transfer. I mean, I think Manchester United could have used that to lower the fee, being that the player actually wants to come. But I don't even know who's doing those things.
Right.
John Murtagh, bro. John Murtagh, Wales.
If the player wants to come, bro, like, okay, know that he really wants to come and he's doing all of that, they have no choice but to sell him. All right, let me lower the price. His market value is not even half that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just a few things I would say about the price tag. We just don't want him to end up turning out like Grealish, even though the situation is kind of different. As those rival fans are waiting for something like that. But I know Antony has the quality to strive in this league and also the strength as well. Manage his
the character.
I wanna say that in response to that, you guys know I'm not the biggest Grealish fan, but I do wanna say that
I know.
This season before he got injured, he was playing a lot better, like way better than last season. And I feel like the injury is gonna do him a big disservice because like he really started to look more like a City player this season when played like 3 games, and preseason he looked decent. So I feel like this would have been his season, to prove me wrong, because I'm still not fully sold on like him being a Man City player. But then he got injured, so like I'm just gonna have to wait and see.
Honestly, bro, I don't even think Grealish was that bad.
Yeah,
it's just that he's into City is so good of a team, bro. Like you will make any baller look average.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Grealish is coming from a team where he was the man. He was the main man. He's dropping deep into the midfield like a Messi, or a Neymar, trying to make things happen for the club. Because if he doesn't, nobody's going to step up and do it.
Right.
When he goes into a team where he has to stick to the left side because De Bruyne is in the midfield, Bernardo Silva is in the midfield, and sometimes Foden is in the midfield, and Gundogan is in the midfield. Like, And I mean, and these are all top quality players. No,
Yeah.
he's a different system where he has to stick to the left side, get the ball out there, and make something happen, which is not necessarily his strongest. I think his strongest is actually dropping deep into the pitch, to the midfield, picking up the ball into deep areas and making play. But he's not going to be able to do that in a City system. Although I kind of think Pep wanted him to play the false nine role, because I still think he would fit that role perfectly. I don't know what happened, but now that they have Haaland.
Yeah, we're not doing a false nine. Oh, yo, with Haaland on the team, bro, we are not doing false nine no more.
We have the pace of Foden, Mahrez, and well, Sterling was there last season. He didn't have the pace of those. I mean, so it's going to be interesting, man. But honestly, I don't think it was as bad. I'm not
last season for me. I felt like and this is coming from a fan's perspective. I felt like he just lost the ball way too often. Like he never looked like he was gonna beat his defender. Like he just never did, and then he lose the balls 2 out of 3 dribbles. And like that doesn't sit well with me, especially in a passing team. You know what I mean? You either gotta be like Sterling, win your 1v1s, or you gotta be like Foden, make the pass. But he was neither. So last year he was really lost in the team for me. But yeah,
Jason, I think it's just because he was figuring out what he should do in regards to the system.
True. And people like to, I'm not saying I'm writing him off. I'm just saying I'm not the biggest fan, and like he looked a lot better this season. And look at Mahrez. Mind you, Mahrez looked good when he signed, but he wasn't like solidified until like his second season. With City. So like, do you guys want to talk about the fixtures? Yeah, go ahead, Neil.
Messi needed time, right?
Say what?
I said even Messi needed time at PSG.
Yeah, I guess. But Messi is kind of old now. Man, not really. Messi's what, 30, 36? So how much is it?
Messi, one of the greatest.
35? How old is Messi?
Give the kid a chance. I mean,
34, 35.
Messi's 34.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 35. I'm aging him. I said 36. Yeah, he's 35. Yeah.
In a couple years, young Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo's what, 37?
Yeah.
38?
No, 37, 38.
Oh, I was about to say, it's the era, bro. The era is ending. All right, so this week we have a bunch of different fixtures. Today we have Crystal Palace, Brentford, Fulham, Brighton, Southampton, Chelsea, Leeds, Everton, Bournemouth, Wolves, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Man City, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Spurs, Liverpool, Newcastle, and then Thursday, finally, we have Leicester against Manchester United. All right, so I think I'm looking at 3 of these fixtures. I think Arsenal, Villa might be a good game. West Ham, Spurs, and then Liverpool, Newcastle. Can we make some predictions, guys, for these games? Starting with Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa had a poor start to the season.
They're having a tough time right now.
Yeah.
I do not see them winning Arsenal.
Especially
not right now. Arsenal they started the season well, and what I saw from them in the last fixture was character. And that was something that has been missing for years at Arsenal. The character was missing. You have young players, inexperience, and all that kind of stuff. Leadership was missing. Now that you have Odegaard, captain, and Jesus, and all these characters in the team that they can fight and they can come from behind and win a game. And I mean, they're down a goal and they won the game. So that was a real test. I haven't seen that from Arsenal in a while, bro. You know what I mean? So that was a real test for them. So I think that is going to be a boost for them into this fixture, being that they're home as well. And judging how Aston Villa has been playing, I do not see them getting a result over Arsenal. But I think they might grab a goal. But I think Arsenal at the end of the day will get the result. I'm looking at a 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
I wanna, yeah. All right, Robbie, you go ahead, and then I'll give mine last.
Yeah. So Neil hit the nail on the head. They show character, no lie. Because how they got to a goal down from that mistake from Gabriel, and to come back and win 2-1 like that. Gabriel getting actually the winning goal. That's some real character right there. So right now, how Arsenal is, they're in form, they're united, they're actually a team.
League.
It is what it is, man. I have to talk it as is. And I think I'm looking for like a 4-1 result. Because Villa really poor right now. Gerard, he's on fraud watch right now. All this media hype about him and Lampard being the next top 2 English coaches. That's what. Right now, the best 2 English coaches right now is Eddie Howe and Graham Potter. And they don't get the respect they deserve. But the truth will come out. Sorry for Gerard, but it is what it is. So 4-1 my prediction.
4-1. I actually, that was gonna be my prediction, so I'm gonna double up on 4-1. I think Gabby is gonna score 2. Odegaard and Saka gonna score. I'm going way too detailed. I think if Bailey plays, Bailey might nick one for Villa or he'll get an assist. All right, so let's move on to Spurs against West Ham.
I haven't honestly. I don't remember watching any West Ham games so far.
They've won 1, lost 3.
Yeah, I know they're not really on form, but in terms of like watching the game to see what they are playing, I don't really look at the results.
Do you think the London factor might come in, the Derby factor?
It's a game that
but they only had 1 good performance, only against Spurs they performed really well without really scoring that much. That's from what I've seen, but I don't know.
I feel like just the fact that it's a London derby, it might draw West Ham out, into fight mode. But we'll see. I think Tottenham to win 2-1, or it's gonna be a 1-1 draw.
What do you think, Neil?
I think Tottenham are going to win 2-0. I don't see West Ham scoring against Spurs.
It's kind of.
If they get a set piece, I feel like if they get a set piece, they can whip one in and it'll go in. I don't know.
And it depends. I don't know if Skamaka is gonna start because Antony has been poor.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they just signed. I think Paqueta maybe coming on in, probably not starting, but probably will come on. We'll see what he does. But Kante will nick it still. I'll go with Neil with the 2-0 result as well. Don't see a lot of goals in it, but yeah, Spurs win.
All right, so Newcastle against Liverpool. Newcastle has been an interesting team lately.
Wow.
Predictions for that game. Yeah. They've have they lost yet? Let's see. No, they have not lost a game. There is 1 win, 3 draws. 1 draw coming from us, 3-3.
Put it to the test, man.
No chance.
No chance?
No chance against Liverpool. No chance.
Yeah, I'm not doubting any of it.
It's a Liverpool home game, so that might factor in.
Still not.
No chance, bro.
I feel like this might be closer than people think. I feel Liverpool are very inflated right now from that 9-0, and this might be a different challenge for them coming off that. So it can either go one way or the other here. That's what I'm predicting. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna give two predictions, and this is giving two predictions is my thing, I guess. Liverpool to win 3-2, or it's gonna be a 2-2 draw. That's my prediction.
One of them I go with. I'm thinking a 2-2 draw as well.
Yeah.
But if Newcastle allow Liverpool to play how they played, then it's gonna be like I think they might nick a goal, but probably a 3-1 result. But it's gonna be a tougher for Liverpool to really.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be as easy as people think. Newcastle are their current rebuilding process is going very well. I feel like they are, they look good. Like I'm not even saying that because they drew with us. I'm just saying, like, I watched them play against us and like they look decent. They don't look like a bottom tier team at all.
Right.
So yeah, all right. Did we have another fixture? Oh, we have Leicester Man United. Do you wanna talk about that, Neil? That's your team.
Leicester, Manchester United. Away, Leicester hasn't been playing that decent.
They've been bad.
I think it's really hard to predict Man U games for these past years because they're so inconsistent. Like, you know what I mean? But I think right now.
Let me ask you another question. I'm gonna double up on the question. Do you think Antony will be available for Thursday?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
But Sunday, yeah. But not Thursday.
It might be
In Manchester? No?
I think
Okay.
I think we'll get the deal done before Thursday. But I don't think he's going to train with the team until maybe Friday, Saturday.
Fair enough.
But I think he might come on
next week too. He might not even show up on Sunday. We know how these things go. Settling into a new country and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not in any rush. We need him, but
bro, I'm in a rush. I don't want Ilanga. I'm sorry, bro. Ilanga can't start. I respect the space, but come on, man.
Space, yeah. But as I said, for this game, bro, I think I always think my team is going to win. So I'm going for 2-1. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep a clean sheet. But I think we might get
Prediction.
maybe a 2-1. Manchester United.
Yes, I don't think it's gonna be an easy picture. Plus, Rodgers don't want his team to bounce back because they played well against Chelsea, even though Sterling scored twice. They did play okay. They could have scored more. So it's kind of a tricky one as well. Because Rodgers is under the fire right now. Right. I don't know if Jamie Vardy will show up because he tends to do that unexpectedly. So it's gonna be a close result, but I'm going with also a 2-1 prediction. We're not gonna keep a clean sheet against them. I'm sure of that.
All right, guys. So that wraps up this episode. I want to thank we at Team Sauce Podcast want to thank everyone that's watching. Please to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, comment. You will see us again throughout the week. So guys, have a great game week and peace out.